Well, 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 it's been almost 6 months since I've really played World of Tanks a bunch, but it's games like this that I realize World of Tanks has a lot to offer compared to other games. This game I'm in my Chinukai, my tier 5 Japanese premium, and I'm platooning with Super Scout and his M4 Sherman. This is tier 5, so we're top tier. This is on the map Northwest, and since I've been gone so long, I think I forgot like half the names of all the maps. But I've been playing Planet Side and I guess other random stuff, and it just doesn't have the same thing that World of Tanks has. When I play World of Tanks, I get like an adrenaline rush for like 5 minutes. For example, in a game like this, when I'm at the end and I'm holding off the enemy. When I play Planet Side and I'm doing really well, I only get like some adrenaline for like 30 seconds. So I like the rush that this game gives me, and I'm definitely playing a lot more recently. About the past couple of weeks. As you can see, I don't have XVM back yet, but I probably will get some of it back shortly. So here, this is the map Northwest. I'm top tier and I'm heading to the middle. I'm probably the farthest one out there right now. I like the middle, this spot especially, because it lets me go both directions. I can look up to the north, possibly snipe, which is pretty hard since they added all the rocks a while back. I can watch the middle if the enemy comes, or I can also sneak down to the south. So this position allows me to be super flexible. I tend to be a little bit more heavy-handed towards the south, since that's easier to get to. The problem with this position is if the enemy does rush through the middle, you can die pretty quickly, but if the enemy does go to either side, most likely I'll survive, which is the main thing that I like to do. So if the enemy does take one side, I can always retreat to the other. So that's why I like this position, although you can see here at the start that I don't get many shots out of it. So pretty much our team is seems to be spread fairly even, although we lost some tanks to the south. And you sort of see that in this position I can't really get engaged with the enemy. Now, again, how it turns out is it's a pretty good thing that I didn't get engaged with the enemy, because anywhere else, had I gone all the way south or all the way north, I probably could have died. So this Chinukai, I like it pretty well, but I got my ace tanker first in the Chi-Nu, which is the regular, the normal tier 5 Japanese medium. And for some reason the premium tank, I don't remember exactly, but the parameters are just a bit worse on everything that it actually has. I think it might just be turret traverse and a few things like that, but I can do a lot better in the Chi-Nu than I do in the Chinukai. So I finally get my ace tanker this game, and so what ends up happening here is the enemy ends up swarming the south, which that's it would be a problem had I been down there, but because I wasn't down there, I'm in the middle, I can now get shots basically flanking them. So we've completely lost the south, but I got in a few good shots. I'm still at full health, and I have my first kill, and we're losing 3-7. Again, the problem I'm in is somebody could come from behind me. Thankfully, nobody in the entire game ever does that, and that's their problem. This right here is where the Chinukai really shines. It's just sniping away at tanks. I got a very unlucky miss right there, but I got in a kill. So I'm at 2 kills, I'm at full health, and we're still losing by 4 tanks. Now I'm gonna pause here. I definitely want to save my hit points, although I could easily take out those 2 tanks. I know I have friends up on the hill behind me. Super's up there, as well as another medium tank, the M7, and I'll just let them take care. Their Super takes care of the T1. And right here, I should have aimed better, but again, I want to take care of my hit points. So now we have pretty much secured the south, as far as I can tell. I got 3 kills, and I'm still at full health. That's pretty important. I pretty much can't stress that enough, that don't waste your hit points if you don't have to. So right here, I'm just taking a careful look. I expected there to be at least something else down here, but I can't sit around all day. We're losing by 3 tanks right now, and I have 3 kills. And Super just rushed forward a little bit. He ended up dying. And so including me, our team has 3 tanks. They're taking the north. The enemy still has 6 tanks left. But I'm still at full health. That is going to be super important here in a moment. So, I know I can play defense and snipe very well. So instead of heading straight through the middle, possibly where there's other tanks, I'm going to head up here and see if I can grab cover near my base and snipe down on these tanks. I gotta say, our team did a pretty good job of weakening all these tanks for me later in the game. They sacrificed themselves with honor. So I can see the Grant right now. I get a good shot there. And then I see M4. I'd rather take out the M4 because I know what they can do. So I'm gonna guess, aim through the wood pile. I do hit the M4. So, we have tanks on low health. There's a Churchill that I tried to blind fire at on low health. I'm now the last tank left, and there is 5 enemy tanks. Now, from what I can see, or have seen, the M4, the Grant, and the Churchill are all on pretty low health. I believe they're all under 100 hit points. And I'm still on full health. So, I can peek around this rock right here, because I know that's where they are. I see the Grant, and this gun is a bit inaccurate, but I don't know what he's doing. I'll gladly take that second shot. Kill him. I have 4 kills, and there's 4 enemy tanks left. So, to keep my concentration on where the enemy is, I'm going to back up. To go faster, I probably could have turned around, but this go ahead and keeps me facing where the enemy is, keeps what little frontal armor I might have on this tank forwards, and everything like that. I'm really in no hurry at the moment. I just want to keep a watch out for where they are, and I'm going to move back and grab some cover. At this point, I know that they're going to come for me, and I know where they're going to go. They're going to go for the base. So I might as well pick my fight, pick my high ground, grab some cover, and play on my own terms. One of the most important things I can think of is you got to know where your tank works and where you're the most comfortable, and you go to that location on the map and you do your work. And I know that I have a little bit of gun depression. Oh, you see that? The tree just went down, so I know one of the tanks is over there. I don't know which one. So, I have my position, hopefully from artillery cover, and I just want to take a peek out. Okay, so I can see the M4, although I can't actually shoot at him. And there's the martyr. So, had they rushed me forwards, I would have been in a problem, but they decide to split up. So, I can't wait around here all day, so I gotta move forwards. Somebody fired, I didn't know who it was. It turned out to be the M4, and that was his loss. Okay, so now I have the enemy concentrated, and I'll go ahead and take a hit so that I can go ahead and finish this guy off so that nobody else comes. He made a poor decision and missed there, and I finished off him. Okay, 6 kills. I've taken barely any damage. They have 2 tanks left. Now, I know that I'm pretty confident. They know where I was, but I'm gonna move and again fight on my own terms. I'm gonna take the fight to the enemy. Now knowing that I'm probably gonna face the Churchill right here, I switched to premium ammunition. Just got a little bit saved up. And there's the Churchill. He fires and he hits me. He actually freezes my turret, but I go ahead and fire, and that gold round may have just been perfect, because instead of trying to turn my tank or whatever, I fired and it penetrated whatever it ended up hitting. So now everybody's going pretty crazy. I have taken a little bit of damage. I'm not too happy with my hit points, but I gotta go and I gotta win this game pretty much. I can't sit around and wait for a SPG to come find me. Now, I fixed my turret traverse because I'm expecting that I'm gonna have to do some circling or do some agility maneuvers against the SPG to end up winning this. So just have everything working properly, I want to have my turret working. I head directly for their base. I pretty much want to spot the SPG, and I do. Lucky me, he ran the wrong direction. I'm gonna take a snapshot, um, just because, and now I'm feeling confident that I got this game in the bag. And he's just gonna keep running, and that's one shot. And what the Chinukai does so well, a second sniping shot. And so there it is. That is 8 kills for my Chinukai ace tanker. I stood alone against 5 enemy tanks, got Kolobanov's medal. Go ahead and stay tuned, and I'll show you all the medals I got. But other than that, thanks for watching. I am very happy to be back in World of Tanks, and I hope to see you guys out there, and see you in the next video.